times I see with users a problem with setting the right constraints. In this example, we can see here we have a leaving temperature of 180 degrees set up in this boiler. If we just kind of follow that around, we look at what's in the pipe, and I have displayed here 2.6 GPM in the pipe, 2.6 GPM here, and also in the pump. That 180 degree temperature entering the load, 2.6 GPM going through the load, coming out at 140 and back into the boiler, and so on. We can see that at the boiler I have a leaving temperature, and at the load I have a delta T, and that's what works really well. Well, let's say we want to override that. I want to change the entering temperature to something else, and you'll notice that we have a dialog come up here that says, hey, do you really know what you're doing here? Do you wish to continue? And I say, yeah, I'm either going to ignore you or I do know what I'm doing. And let's go ahead and enter 160 here. And you'll notice that the 40 degree delta T causes a leaving temperature of 120. Now let's look at the system. Now the boiler has 1.8 GPM. It has 2.6 GPM here at the pipe, which of course these two things conflict. 2.6 GPM here, it has 160 entering here, which I don't know how you can get 160 entering here when you have 180 leaving the boiler and 120 leaving, and 2.6 again, and basically you've set up a conflict in the system here. You can have no more than 2 of 3 constraints set, two things that will set the flow in the loop. You can either set, normally what we see is one thing set leaving temperature and one thing set temperature change at the load, but you can't put 3 in there. So if I just uncheck that, change it back, and you'll see the system works again. So if you're having trouble with your system not quite working, not calculating the right GPM here and there, you need to look at your constraints. Well, there are good reasons to have these pieces of data in the program for different situations such as bypasses and whatnot, but they certainly have to be treated with care.